my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be doing another future spouse reading today as we find out what exactly your future spouse is going to look like. So if you are as excited as I am to find out exactly what type of physical traits your future spouse is going to have, then let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today. Okay, so for group number 1, we have this big dangly butterfly earring. For group number 2, we have this smaller butterfly earring. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have this silver dangly butterfly earring as well. It's a hoop earring. So guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in. And now I want you to please let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about your future spouse. And I want you to think about what they are going to look like and what you can expect to imagine for yourself for the future, right? In regards of your future spouse's looks. Now, whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever earring your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one earring here, then definitely check those extra messages out as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends. Okay? Hello, group 1. So, if you felt called to this gorgeous dangly butterfly earring today, then hi. Hello, my beautiful folks. Welcome to this side of TarotTube. My name is Cameron, and I'm so excited to have you here today. So, whether or not you are new to this channel or you have been here before, if you at any point in time feel like you like my vibe, then please make sure to give this video a big like. Consider subscribing for more videos like this. I love creating future spouse readings. In fact, I've been going a little crazy with the future spouse readings lately. I have just been posting one video after the next about your future spouse. So if you are interested in any of those videos, then definitely make sure to take a look at my back catalog from the last couple weeks, because you will find more content like so. Also, I do have the option linked down in the description box below where you can leave me a bit of a tip. Obviously, the tips are never expected, but they're always appreciated. So yeah, let's go ahead and start finding out what your future spouse is going to look like, okay? So I'm hearing red hair. So you might have a bit of a ginger on your hands for some of you guys, so definitely keep that in mind. Let's see what else wants to come through. I'm hearing cheerleader. So maybe your future spouse was a cheerleader back in the day. Maybe for some of you guys, I don't know why, but whenever I think of cheerleaders, I think of like bows. I think of kind of like preppy-ish looks. So for some of you guys, maybe your future spouse, they are drawn to that preppier type of style. If you are interested in more feminine, the more feminine people, then obviously they could wear bows a lot. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and see what wants to come through here. Spirit, for a group. It could also be that maybe they just look really motivating, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it. Some people, whenever you see them, they just make you feel more enthusiastic. They make you feel like everything is going to be okay. Some people just have like an aura about them that just picks you up and makes you feel like you can do anything. And your future spouse could just have that type of aura surrounding them. Maybe they just look like someone who will be able to be there for you through the thick and the thin. They just look like someone who will always just make you happy. What I mean by that is I'm thinking of someone that's like big, like a cuddly, like a teddy bear, right? I'm thinking of someone who you feel like you can hug and hold, and who you just feel like will be able to lift you up, right? Maybe your future spouse likes to lift weights, and so maybe they have a muscular body, and so maybe they actually physically, you feel like they can physically pick you up and toss you around like a cheerleader, right? So keep that in mind as well. So yeah, I'm thinking along the lines that your person might be big, and they might look snuggly, like they like a teddy bear that would give you the best hugs. So obviously whenever you have those hugs, you just feel like you can do anything. You feel so much more motivated, right? Or they could be someone that physically works out a lot, lifts weights, and so you feel like they could physically actually lift you up, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards here. What is your future spouse going to look like? Okay, this is interesting. So with the King of Pentacles coming through, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. We've got the 5 of Cups. And then last but not least, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, you guys. So this is interesting. First of all, right away, with the King of Pentacles coming through, this does talk about earth energy. So your future spouse could be an earth sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. I'm talking about Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Guys, I feel like my lipstick is kind of peeling off a bit. Sorry about that interruption. We also have the Page of Swords, which talks about air energy as well. So they could be an air sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So Gemini, Aquarius, or what's my other beautiful air sign? Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, my beautiful Libras. But anyways, right away, I feel like the 10 of Pentacles is truly just further backing up the fact that I feel like they're gonna look like someone who can protect you. They're gonna look like someone who will be able to lift you up and just provide you with so much security. The reason why I'm saying that is because the 10 of Pentacles, this talks about being able to build so much wealth for yourself, being able to build a solid foundation and feeling like you are secure, feeling like you can go through anything, any storm, any crazy moment, and it's going to be okay because you have that security that you need that will be able to get you through the storm. And if you look at this card even further, you can see that this man right here is holding this woman in his arms, and she just looks like she is so happy. She looks like she feels so safe. So again, I feel like your future spouse is going to be someone that probably gives the best hugs ever. Whenever you look at them, you're just gonna think like, wow, I need a hug from this person. This person looks like they could give the best hugs. And again, I feel like there is going to be, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I feel like there's going to be a height difference between you guys. I definitely feel like I definitely feel like your future spouse, especially if you are more interested in masculine individuals, I think that they are going to be taller than you, significantly taller than you. You're going to feel like this person can not only pick you up and give you a spin, but you're going to feel like this person could, again, lift you up like a cheerleader would if they wanted to, right? So you are just going to feel very protected in this person's arms. With the King of Pentacles coming through, this talks about someone who is able to make that bank. And so I feel like at the end of the day, your future spouse is going to be someone who has very nice clothing. I think that this is going to be someone who makes a good amount of money for themselves. They're going to be very secure. They're going to be very ambitious as well. And so with that ambition, it's going to come security. There's going to come the that's going to give them the ability to provide for themselves and be able to buy nice things. And so I'm not seeing that your future spouse is going to be very materialistic. I'm hearing that their style is going to be very simple, and yet at the same time it's going to be nice, if that makes any sense. So I see your future spouse probably going for like a t-shirt, some nice jeans, and while it's all very simple, they're probably going to they're probably going to be made really well. They could come from very nice name brands. I don't see your future spouse being very flashy with those name brands, so I don't see them buying like brands of clothing that has like, I don't know, Louis Vuitton all printed on the shirt or clothes so that everyone knows they're wearing Louis Vuitton. No, I see them wearing something that's more downplayed. I see them maybe wearing a t-shirt that is Louis Vuitton, but maybe there's just like one little small area, one little small mark that says like LV on it, and it may not even be noticeable. Does that make sense? So yeah, I see your future spouse as being someone that is going to wear very nice clothing. They're going to have very nice items. Whatever they do decide to have in their house is going to be very nice, but at the end of the day, they're going to be very down to earth, and they're going to be someone that kind of downplays their wealth in a way. They don't want to be all flashy with it. In a way, I'm thinking of like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, we all know, he has that bank. He is a multi-millionaire, and yet whenever you see him outside, like out and about, he is never he's never wearing anything that's super flashy. He just wears a pair of jeans. He maybe has a beanie on. He's carrying, like, holding a hot dog, eating a hot dog. He looks like someone that could be just like anyone else. And yet I would hazard a guess to say that the clothes that Keanu Reeves is wearing is probably very nice. He probably, I would think, wears name brand clothing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't done that much research on Keanu Reeves. But again, he just looks like everyone else, and he doesn't act like he is so amazing and incredible, and that's the vibe that I'm getting from your future spouse. Now, talking about their hair, I think for every single one of you, whether you are interested in someone who's more feminine or more masculine, I think that their hair, it's not going to be super short. I think that they're going to have a little bit of length to their hair. It's at least going to go to like maybe chin length or longer, okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at these people, in every single card, they have like about like chin, if you look at the men here, they have like chin length hair. Look at this one right here, it's chin length again. This one's a little bit above the chin here, but it's still longer, okay? So if you are interested in men, I definitely think that they're gonna have a nice head of hair. I definitely see them as being someone that has a little bit more length to their hair. So I don't see them having a buzz cut or anything. There's gonna be more length to it. Now, if you are more interested in women, then their hair could be like on the shorter side like mine, or it could be longer, because if you look at this woman right here, she has like a, you can see she has some length to her hair, okay? In regards to their hair color, I'm seeing that they're either going to have dark hair, or they're gonna have really dark hair, or they're gonna have really light hair, okay? I know I said that they could be a ginger, and for some of you guys, you could have a ginger future spouse, okay? A future spouse who has ginger hair. So what I mean by that is they could have either really, really light ginger hair, or they could have more the darker, like auburn type of ginger, okay? Guys, I know that that doesn't really narrow things down a whole lot, but this is a very general reading, and so I see for some of you guys, they're either gonna have really, really light hair, or they're gonna have really, really dark hair, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'm sorry that that's not more detailed, okay? Now, I also think for a lot of you guys, this person, I'm hearing that they're probably going to be older than you. That's what I'm hearing. I think they're going to be older than you. And And I think that they could be like maybe in their 30s, maybe pushing it late 20s maybe. If you guys meet in your 20s, they could be in their late 20s, but I think that they're going to be older than you. But there is this energy here where they, even though they're older, they still carry themselves in a very youthful way. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because we have the King of Pentacles right here, and obviously he's older, right? He's older, he's more mature. But then we have the Page of Swords here, and the Page of Swords, this person looks like they are so fierce. They look like they have so much energy, right? And so yeah, I feel like your future spouse, they could be older, they could be more mature, but they carry themselves with a very like youthful type of enthusiasm, right? Again, maybe they carry themselves like a cheerleader, right? They just like, they're the type of person that can pump you up and make you feel like you can do anything. Okay, so yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards today. So Spirit, for group 1, what is their future spouse going to look like here, Spirit? Group 1, their future spouse. Also, I am hearing that they're probably going to have facial hair. For those of you who are more interested in men, I see them having facial hair here, okay? I see them having a bit of a beard. Now, I think if they do have said beard, it's going to be something that's tamed, that's groomed, very well groomed, okay? I could definitely see them as being someone that goes in regularly to get like their beard groomed, and maybe they're really into like buying products for their beard, right? Because I do think that while this person is very simple with their style, with the way they carry themselves or whatnot, I still think that they care about how they look. They care about being well groomed, right? And so I see them spending a significant amount of time like in front of the mirror trying to make sure they look good. I would even say that they might be someone that might like to go to get their nails done, right? Again, if this is someone who's more masculine, maybe I see them getting maybe just getting a simple like cleaning, a trim on their nails. If this is someone who is more feminine, I see them getting their like a manicure, but I don't see them being real crazy, like getting like real crazy colors, because again, I see them as being someone who has more of a simple type of style. So they might be someone that just gets French tips, or maybe they get like a really light natural color painted on their nails or whatnot. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what else is coming through. Yeah, okay, so we have the Judge card coming through. This further corroborates that your person could be a Libra, because the Judge card with the scales coming through, that represents Libras, right? We have the Skull card coming through. We've got Sweet Temptation. And last but not least, we have Taliesin coming through, and it says on the sides, poetry, creativity, storytelling, and divination. Okay? Look at this. I love this. So like I was saying before, your person could be a ginger, right? And this woman here, she has light red, like ginger hair. We also have some blondes coming through here, some really light blondes, if you can see that. So again, your person could have really light hair, or they could have really dark hair. There's not going to be much in between, okay? It's either going to be really light or really dark, okay? Now, moving on from that, I was telling you guys how I feel like your person is going to be significantly taller than you. And I still think for a lot of you guys that is going to be the case. But I'm also hearing that if they are not like significantly taller than you, I see them still having a lot of balance when it comes to their height. I see them at least excuse me. I see them at least being average height or taller than that. Okay, now it could be that maybe you are just really short in general. Maybe you're like a 5-foot queen or 5-foot king, and you end up finding someone who may just be average height, but because you're a 5-foot king or queen, even though they're average height, there's still a significant height difference there, right? Now, yeah, that's what I'm saying, okay? They're either going to be average height or they're going to be taller than average, okay? Now, let's see what else wants to come through here. They could have, like, something, I'm hearing something with their ears. They could have, like, some prominent ears. Like, their ears could be a little bit pointed. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at this picture here, this woman with the blonde hair, I don't think you can see it that well, but her ears have, like, a prominent, like, point to them. Almost like she's an elf in a way. And then if you look at the Taliesin right here, you can see that his ears also have like an elongated tip as well. So your person, they could honestly have bigger ears, and it could be something that they are a little bit insecure about. I knew someone who actually got plastic surgery on their ears whenever they were younger. I think they were in high school or junior high, and they got plastic surgery on their ears. And it's because they're very insecure about it because they felt like they had big ears. That could be the case for your future spouse. Maybe they are a little bit insecure about those ears. Or maybe they love their ears. Maybe they, because like the ears are more prominent here, maybe even though your future house has a very, even though your future spouse has a very simple type of style, maybe the one thing that they do like to highlight or show off is their ears. So maybe they like to have some earrings or something like flashy in their ears. That could be like the one thing that they decide to kind of show off a bit, right? So definitely just take it as it resonates. That is not going to be a message for every single person here, but for some of you guys, I see your future spouse either having like some really big ears, or maybe they just have something very prominent, something that makes their ears more flashy, more noticeable in the way that maybe they have like earrings or whatnot. Excuse me. With the skull card coming through, this again just makes me think of someone that is older. So again, I think your future spouse is probably going to be older than you. You guys could have a little bit of an age difference here. But yeah, I'm trying to see if I see any other messages coming through. I don't think so, honestly. Let's go ahead and move these up. I do have a little box here that has physical traits here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, okay? So Spirit, can we get some physical traits here for group 1? Can we get some final physical traits here? What is their future spouse going to look like? Can we have some messages, please? What is their future spouse going to look like? Let's get one more. Okay. Okay, you guys, so let's take a look at this. So we have colored contacts. So your future spouse may be someone who likes to wear colored contacts. We have feisty nails. Okay, you guys. So again, I was saying that your future spouse, I really think that there's someone who is more simple in their style, but maybe they, every once in a while, they might want to have like some feisty nails, okay? Maybe every once in a while, especially if they're more feminine, they may want to get like a little bit of sparkle on their nails. I don't know if you can see mine right now, but they are like a lighter color, but I do have like some sparkles on them, so maybe your future spouse likes to do that. If they are more masculine, maybe their nails are just going to be very noticeable to you because of the fact that they are so well groomed. So maybe that will be something that you pay attention more to. We have Hispanic coming through, so they could be Hispanic. Alternative style. So again, they could have a more simple style, but maybe they like to add a little bit of an alternative twist to it. So they could just wear like a simple white shirt and jeans, but maybe they'll wear like a leather jacket with it, or a maybe every once in a while they might throw on a rock concert, rock band sweatshirt or something like that, right? We have melanin, so they could have darker skin. I do think for a lot of you guys, they could have pale skin, but maybe they are someone who can tan really well. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. They might just be able to tan really well, so that could be the case. Maybe they're really pale, but if they're out in the sun, they get some color, okay? We have brown or black eyes, so they could have brown or black eyes. And then last but not least, we have fun size. Aww, that's cute. So fun size. I was saying for a lot of you guys that they were going to be either average height or taller, but whenever I made this, I meant for this to represent that they could be shorter, on the shorter side. So for like maybe one or two of you guys, they could be fun size. They could be a short king or queen, and maybe you're the one that is taller and there's a significant age or a significant height difference between you guys in that way. But if I'm being honest with you, just listening to my intuition, whenever I saw fun size, instead of thinking about how I originally made this to represent shorter people, I immediately thought of someone that's bigger, of someone that has a little bit more weight to them, has a little bit more depth, okay? Has a little bit more width. Hey guys, my camera stopped recording. I'm sorry about that. But like I was saying, I was thinking that when I saw this, that this was talking about how they're gonna be like bigger than you, taller than you. So again, take that as it resonates. I think for a lot of you guys, your future spouse is going to be taller than you. I think that they could be wider than you. Maybe they have a little bit more meat on their bones, or maybe they are more muscular, right? But for one or two of you guys, it could be on the shorter side. So just take it as it resonates. This is a very general reading, but yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 2. So if you felt called to this shiny, sparkly butterfly earring today, then hi, hello, my name is Cameron, and welcome to my side of TarotTube. So I'm going to go ahead and place this little buddy here to the side like so, and whether or not you are new here or you've been here before and you feel like you like my vibe, if the vibes are vibing, then please consider subscribing to my channel, because I post videos like this all the time, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime. Now, I do have the option down below in the description box where you can leave me a tip if you feel called to. Tips are never expected, but they are always appreciated, and that would mean so much to me to be able to see you guys do that. I feel like I'm being really awkward. Anytime I talk about money, I always get really awkward, you guys. So let's go ahead and just zip it, and let's start seeing what cards want to come through here. So for group 2 spirit, can we get some messages, please? What is their future spouse going to look like here for group 2? Let's get some messages. Ooh, I love this. Okay, you guys, this is interesting. Okay, so first of all, we have the 10 of Rods coming through. We also have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Rods. and we have the Ace of Cups. So right away, I'm definitely hearing that your future spouse is going to be someone who is like a class clown in a way. I know that we were talking about like how they are going to look, but this is a message that is coming through just right off the bat. I feel like your future spouse, in regards to their personality, this is going to be someone who is a bit of a class clown, and I honestly feel like in regards to the way that they look, I feel like the way that they carry themselves, they just have like a really like goofy type of aura around them. I'm kind of thinking of like, what's his name? Jim Carrey, right? Jim Carrey, he looks like a man, right? He looks like a man. He's very handsome. He's very cute. But the way that he carries himself, he's just so goofy. He's like larger than life. If you've ever like sat down and watched a like interview with him, he is just so funny and silly and wild. He says like wild things, and he's just very animated. The way he carries himself, the way he talks, he's very animated, right? Anywhere he goes, he puts on a performance. And I feel like that is how your future spouse is. I feel like wherever they are, the world is literally their stage, and it's almost like they are putting on a performance wherever they go. I definitely feel like your future spouse is someone who likes to maybe be the center of attention. I feel like they like to make people laugh. They like to just do something that catches people's eyes, right? This could be someone who maybe likes to do like magic tricks. Maybe they like to say jokes. But at the end of the day, I feel like wherever they go, the world is their stage. And you will know whenever you meet your future spouse, because they are going to be the type of person that you will be able to spot right away with that type of performative quality that they have, with how goofy they are. I feel like whenever you meet them, whenever you see them putting on that show, you will know like, yeah, that's my man's or my woman's, right? That's my person. That's my boo thing. You're just gonna know because of the fact that you'll know when you see them, right? I hope you'll get what I'm saying. I hope you get what I'm saying, because there's not too many people that are like that are so performative and goofy and silly. So you'll know when you see them. We also have the Six of Rods coming through. This person is obviously bigger as well, like physically bigger. They look strong. And so I think that your person, they are going to have some bulk to them. I think that this is someone who likes to probably go to the gym a lot. So I do see them being very built. Now, I don't see them being very, very tall though, okay? I see them maybe being average height, or maybe for some of you guys, they could be a little bit shorter than average. So yeah, they're going to be like maybe average height or shorter. And I see them being very big, being very built, okay? I see them being someone who is very big about staying physically fit. Now, we have the Ace of Cups coming through, and I feel like this is just going to be someone who, whenever you see them, you're just going to feel like they have so much love to give. This person genuinely seems like someone who loves people. They love to make people laugh. They love to make people happy. Maybe that is why they love to have this like performative type of quality about them, because they just like to take people where they are at and lift them up. They just want to bring a smile to people's faces. They don't like people to be sad. And so I feel like whenever you meet your future spouse, again, you will just know that that's your future spouse, because not only will they be putting on a show for everyone, but they will also just be someone that makes people happy, and that seems like they just like to lift people up, okay? Now, I'm also hearing that a lot of people are going to be interested in your future spouse. A lot of people are going to probably want to date them, and they will find your future spouse to be attractive. And I don't know if it's that they are just super hot or super attractive on the outside. It could just be their larger than life type of personality. Because if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm not seeing that this person is going to be like the hottest thing ever, right? I don't see them being someone who looks like a supermodel, but it's the way that they carry themselves. It's the way that they just have this amazing personality. People are just going to love them. People are going to admire them. And that charming type of personality that they have is going to be something that can really woo people, right? It can really make people want to be with them, okay? Now, last but not least, I'm also hearing for some of you guys, some people, even though a lot of people love them, they might also simultaneously intimidate some people as well, okay? Because again, this larger than life personality, sometimes that larger than life personality isn't welcomed by everyone, right? Some people don't like people that are very showy and very out there, right? In the way that your future spouse is out there with their social butterflyness. So for some people, they might intimidate them, okay? And that's what I'm seeing here with the 10 of rods. This person looks very intimidated. They look very nervous, okay? So guys, talking about your future spouse's hair, I feel like they're either going to have really, really blonde hair, really blonde hair here, or they're going to have dark brown hair. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So either really light blonde hair or really dark brown hair. I also see them as being someone who is more pale. I don't see them having super dark skin or having a really dark skin tone. But yeah, they may have a little bit of a tan to them, like maybe just a little bit. But again, I think that for the most part, they're going to be someone who is more on the lighter side. They have like a lighter skin tone. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at some extra messages here. Spirit, for group 2, can we get some messages, please? What is their future spouse going to look like? Spirit, okay, that one wanted to come through. Group 1's, group 2's future spouse. What are they going to look like? Group 2's future spouse. What are they going to look like? Wow, okay. So this card wanted to come through, but it was also attached to another. So I'm going to put the other card that was attached to it back in the deck, like so. And put that right here. And then let's get one more card here. Group 2's future spouse. Okay, you guys. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we have detective coming through. We've got the call of the longing. The call of longing, excuse me. We also have the wolf card, commemoration, and then Rhiannon. Okay, so honestly, right away, I'm hearing that there is going to be something really, really beautiful about your future spouse's eyes. For some of you guys, your future spouse might have like really, really beautiful, like light blue eyes. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have the wolf card coming through. And whenever I think of wolves, I think of those beautiful, like light blue eyes that wolves can have sometimes. That is wolves, right? I think it's wolves that have those like really pretty blue eyes. I might just be thinking about those dogs that are known for being out in the snow, right? What are they called? The snow dogs. Let me see. What are they called? A husky, a Siberian husky. That's what I'm thinking of. You know how Siberian huskies, they have those gorgeous light blue eyes. That's what I was thinking as soon as I saw the wolf card coming through. And we had detective making an appearance as well. And I don't know if you can see this, but this woman is holding a book and you can see that there's like a little hole in the book where her eye is peeking out. And so that's just making me again think about how there's something to do with your person's eyes, okay? There's something about your person's eyes that is really just going to be very desirable. There's just something really unique about their eyes. So for a lot of you guys, they could have those really light blue eyes, or maybe it's just, maybe their eyes have a different color to them, or maybe it's just the way that they look at you. You're just going to find their eyes to be so beautiful, and you're not going to be able to look away from them. You yourself, is going to be so drawn to their eyes. We have the call of the longing coming through. So I definitely think that you are going to find your future spouse to be someone who's very attractive. You are going to feel a sense of longing towards them. You're going to feel very drawn to them. Okay, that's what I'm hearing with that message coming through. With commemoration, this makes me think about someone trying to keep some memory or someone's memory alive. And so I'm honestly hearing for some of you guys that I think your future spouse might be someone that likes to have a piece of their family with them wherever they go. They like to keep their memory alive. So to explain that better, my dad, he passed away a while back ago, and we had him cremated. And I used to have a necklace with his ashes inside it. Sadly, that necklace broke and his ashes fell out. Gosh, that was like the worst day ever when that happened. I was so sad. But the point is that I had a necklace that I wore everywhere I went, and it had his ashes in it, and it just had a piece of him. And so it could be that maybe your future spouse does the same thing. Maybe somebody close to them passed away, a mom, a dad, or someone else, right? And they like to carry their ashes with them. Or maybe their parents are alive and well, but maybe they have like a hat that their dad used to wear all the time, or their mom used to wear, and they just like to wear it because it reminds them of them, right? Or maybe they have maybe they're Native American, or they're a part of some other type of culture, and maybe they like to represent their culture by wearing things that align with that culture, right? I know for like Native Americans, some people traditionally like to keep their hair really, really long because that was a part of their culture back then. And so maybe your future spouse does something like that to represent their family and represent their culture. Okay, so just take that as it resonates, but I definitely think that your person is very nostalgic, and they just love to represent the love that they have for their family, right? By showing it in the way that they dress, okay? Now, last but not least, we have Rhiannon coming through. As you can see, this woman has really, really dark hair. So again, I feel like your person is either going to have really dark hair, really dark like brown hair, or they're going to have really, really light blonde hair. I think for a lot of you guys, their hair is either going to be like right here, like this length, or longer, okay? But yeah, at the end of the day, that's what I'm seeing so far when it comes to these cards. Let's go ahead and just finish this reading by taking a look at our box of physical traits here. So Spirit, can we get some physical traits here to represent Group 2's future spouse? What are they going to look like, Spirit? Can we get some physical traits, please? Okay. Let's go ahead and see what is coming through here. So we have thrift store. So maybe they like to go to the thrift store and find some cute clothes from there. We have braces. So for some of you guys, maybe your future spouse is going to wear braces, or maybe they have worn braces in the past, and maybe they just have like really, really straight teeth. And you might be asking them like, wow, what did you do? How is your teeth so pretty and straight? And they'll be like, it's braces, babe, right? We have feisty nails coming through. So maybe they like to go get their nails done. And then we have spends hours getting ready. That honestly makes sense because, again, I feel like your future spouse, they love to put on a performance. And so maybe they like to put on a performance with how they look as well, right? Because whenever you, think of actors, right? Whenever you're in a play, a lot of the times the actors will spend hours in, the makeup, getting their makeup done, having their hair look perfect, right? Because they're about to go and perform. And so your future spouse, they could spend hours and hours getting ready as well because they feel like wherever they go, they're going to put on a performance, right? And so they like to look their best. Last but not least, we have masculine coming through. So again, I was saying how, yeah, they could have really physical physical, like be in shape and have like a really nice body, be really built up. But yeah, beyond that, I just feel them, I feel like they're going to be very masculine. They're going to have very like masculine traits in the way that they seem like someone who is tough and who's masculine and who can take care of you. You're gonna feel like this person will be able to protect you. I do think in regards to their age range, I think that they are gonna be maybe in their 20s or early 30s. I see them being someone that looks very young. So whenever you meet them, if they are older, I think that they're gonna look very young, okay? For a lot of you guys, I think this person, they could honestly be younger than you whenever you meet them. But yeah, there is like just a sense of youthfulness that I'm getting from your future spouse. If they are not younger than you, because this is a very general reading, if they do happen to be older than you, then I just feel like they carry themselves in a very, very youthful way. They're going to seem very young, okay? And so whenever you meet them, you might even think that they're younger than you, but then you find out, whoa, you're older than me? Like, what? So yeah. Just take it as it resonates. They could be younger than you, or they could just look very young. They could have a baby face as well. So yeah, maybe that's why they feel the need to like really bulk up and look really like they could feel the need to try to have like really nice like abs and muscles because of the fact that they have a contrasting baby face. So yeah, anyways, that's what I'm seeing for you guys today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group 3. So if you felt called to this silver butterfly earring today, then hi, hello. My name is Cameron, and welcome to the side of TerraTube. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So whether or not you are new here or you've been here before, if you feel like you are vibing with my vibe, then please consider giving this video a really big like, and maybe decide to subscribe for more videos like so. Also, I do have the option down below where you can find a link to my Cash App. So if you feel called to leave me a tip, you can do that there. Just know that tips are never expected, but they are always appreciated. And so in advance, thank you for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. So for group 3, let's see what their future spouse is going to look like. Oh, I love that. Your future spouse, right away, they are going to be a ray of freaking sunshine. Whenever you see this person, they are just going to make you happy, okay? Now, we had a big deck of cards, like a huge glob of cards coming through. We're just going to take the one that was looking at us and put the other ones back in the deck, like so. Now that is honestly really interesting. That is so interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the High Priestess coming through. We also have the 10 of Cups, the Sun card, and then we have the Death card. I find this so interesting because we have the Sun and the Death card coming through in one reading, and that really adds a very interesting contrast to your future spouse's looks, okay? So I think that, how do I explain this? Okay, I think that your future spouse, they are going to be the type of person that probably has an alternative type of style to them, or they are just going to have like really dark features, okay? For instance, I think for a lot of you guys, their hair is probably going to be very dark, black. If they have naturally blonde hair, I think that they may decide to dye it to be darker. I see them being someone that is probably, again, they might have like a more alternative, grungier type of style. Sorry, you guys, my phone's ringing. Let me turn that off. But I just think that they're going to be the type of person that whenever you first see them, you might be a little intimidated by them because they might look a little scary. They might be someone who likes to have piercings, or maybe they just dress in all black. There's just going to be something really intimidating about them. They might look scary. But as soon as you start to talk to them, all that scariness is going to go out the window, right? Because this is just going to be someone who, from your first conversation with them, they are just going to be so sweet. They're going to be someone that has a very cheerful disposition. This is going to be someone who's very happy and whose happiness is just so contagious. And I find that to be so fun. That is such a cute message that is coming through. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing so far. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, they might like to wear different like religious or spiritual type of items. So they might be someone who likes to wear the tree of life, or maybe they like to Hi guys, so my camera ended up dying and I had to go put it on the charger, and I obviously had to blow out my candle because I left the camera in my room unattended and I didn't want my room to end up going up in flames somehow. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and keep talking about what we were talking about. So as I was saying, excuse me, they could be someone that likes to show off a spiritual side. So maybe they like to wear the tree of life. Maybe they like to wear like pentagrams or crosses, maybe even upside down crosses, right? Because like I was saying, I feel like your person, they really scare people. They kind of trigger people in a way. For some of you guys, I'm honestly kind of thinking of like Marilyn Manson and just people that like to dress kind of goth. They like to dress goth and gothic and whatnot. And they just express themselves in very dark ways. But just because they are drawn to looking more dark, mysterious, even a bit grungy, that doesn't mean that they're like bad people. Not at all. I feel like once you start talking to this person, they are just so kind and sweet and happy-go-lucky, and it's just so interesting how contrasting their looks are compared to their personality. Okay? I'm hearing for a lot of you, I think that they're going to have very pale skin as well. This isn't going to be someone who's super dark or tanned. I think that they're going to be quite pale. Just looking at this death guy here, because he looks quite pale, doesn't he? I'm hearing for the most part, I think that your future spouse is going to have a bit more like modest side to them. I feel like this is someone who doesn't really dress super revealing. Now that doesn't mean that they won't go shirtless every once in a while, especially if they're more masculine, because obviously you have to take your shirt off if you're going to go swimming or something, right? So yeah, they may go shirtless every now and then, but I do think that for the most part they do dress in a more modest way. I'm also hearing that there's something to do with their collarbone here. I think that you're going to find their collarbone to be very attractive. Maybe they just have a really pronounced collarbone. I know that my collarbone, I don't know if you can see it that well, but my collarbone's super pronounced, right? So your future spouse's collarbone can be more like that. But yeah, I think for some of you guys, they might have some abs or be a bit muscular, because this death guy looks quite muscular as well. So they could have muscles or whatnot. If they don't have muscles, I think that they're either going to be like muscular, or they're going to be really do I want to say that? I don't know. I'm just thinking of like Marilyn Manson, how he's a long time ago, he used to be very thin, right? So that's also kind of the vibes that I'm picking up here as well. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of what I'm seeing so far. Again, like I was saying before, I think that for a lot of you guys, their hair is going to be very dark. It could be dyed black or some type of darker shade. But I think for a lot of you guys as well, their natural hair color could be in the blondes, okay? But again, they like to dye it. So let's see what else wants to come through here for group 3, Spirit. Can we get some messages, please? What are they going to look like? I have a couple cards coming through with that one. Let's get some extra oracle cards for group 3. What are they going to look like, Spirit? Group 3. What are they going to look like? Let's get some messages for group 3. Sorry, you guys. I feel like these cards are being kind of stubborn. They don't want to fly out. Ah! Okay, and as I'm saying that, one flies out, right? Let's get one more card here, Spirit, for group 3. Thank you. So let's see what is coming through. Okay. So we have teacher coming through. We've got mistakes teach us. Sappho with love. We've got the Hermit card coming through. And last, I'm sorry guys, but especially not least, we have the Holy Grail coming through. And it says, for the little messages around here, it says life force, spirit, wisdom, regeneration. Okay, you guys, so for some of you, your person might have dreads. The reason why I'm saying that is because it looks as though this woman right here has dreads as well. So they might have dreads, okay? I don't think that's a message for every single one of you, but for like maybe 1 or 2 of you guys, they might have dreads, okay? Again, we have this hermit coming through. And if you look at him, he's dressed in all black, okay? And he's like by himself. And so I'm getting the idea that I feel like a lot of people kind of isolate themselves from your person. They kind of stay away from them because they look kind of scary. They look intimidating. I know I've said this several times, but I think the way that they dress, it almost wards people away from them. Like it causes people to want to stay away. And I do think that for the most part, their color palette is black on black, all black everything, okay? That is like what they like to wear. For some of you guys, if they are more masculine, they could have a beard. They could have some type of facial hair as well, because this man does have facial hair. There is a bit of a side to this guy that's a little bit unkempt. And so for some of you guys, your person might be a little bit on the unkempt side in the way that if they do have a beard, if they do have facial hair, maybe they don't always get it trimmed when they should. Maybe they just let it kind of just do its own thing. Maybe with their hair, maybe they don't cut it until like every other blue moon, and so they just wait and their hair gets really, really long and they just kind of let it do its own thing, right? But there is some type of like unkemptness about your future spouse here, okay? Sometimes they don't always try to be the most groomed person in the room. Now we have Sappho with love coming through, and I find it very interesting because this person has lighter hair, right? As you can tell, they have lighter hair. And then we have the teacher here who also has lighter hair. And so I think that your person, for a lot of you guys, they naturally have blonde hair. But I think for the same amount of you guys, they probably dye their hair dark. It's some type of darker shade that they dye it, okay? But because there are so many people coming through here that has blonde hair, for like a few of you guys, they might have blonde hair. Maybe they haven't dyed their hair black, but maybe they've always wanted to. Maybe that's something they've always been interested in, but they just haven't done it yet, right? So definitely take it as it resonates. This person here, I mean, I think this, again, kind of talks about what I was saying. Like, whenever you meet your future spouse, even though they're scary and very intimidating, they are going to have like such a sweet personality. And I think that they are also going to be someone who's very, very well spoken. Again, I just keep on thinking about Marilyn Manson, because Marilyn Manson, he was somebody who was so scary. Everyone thought he was like a Satanist, devil worshiper. Everyone would probably tell their kids to stay away from them if they saw him like in a room. And yet whenever you spark a conversation with him, whenever you start talking to him, he is just someone who sounds so well spoken. He sounds like so incredibly smart, and he has a great diction. And I feel like your future spouse has that same type of vibe about them. They have almost like a teacher, like professional type of vibe, in the same way that Marilyn Manson has that type of vibe as well. Even though your person might be all black, everything, maybe every once in a while they might add a little bit of white. That may be a color that they may add into their palette every once in a while if they're feeling like they want to add a splash of color. So yeah, but again, this teacher is wearing a lot of black, which I feel like your person is drawn to. I'm also seeing that maybe for some of you guys, they might like to add shades of blue to their wardrobe as well, because these two women here, they do have blue outfits on. So yeah, I'm seeing blue, black, white. Those are the colors that I feel like your person will most likely be decked out in. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys here, I don't really see a specific eye color that is coming through here, so I can't really speak on that. But again, I think for the most part, your person, in regards to their skin tone, it is going to be very light, okay? For maybe one or two of you guys, your person may be African American, and obviously with them being African American, they'll have darker skin. So just take that as it resonates. The reason why I'm saying that is because we do have this woman, this beautiful woman coming through here who is African American. So yeah, I think that will just be for like maybe one or two of you guys. For the majority, this person will probably be Caucasian, or they'll at least just have a really, really pale skin. So they could obviously be like Hispanic, but they could be the type of Hispanic that is very light complected, okay? Now, last but not least, with the Holy Grail coming through, I think this is again just showing how they have this like inner light that is within them that never fails to shine through once you start talking to them, okay? I feel like this is just really representing the sun here. Okay, and we also have the Ten of Cups, and there's like all these like chalices around this woman, and she just like in the center, she's standing in the center, and she looks so sweet and happy and just gorgeous. And I think that this is just again representing your person. They are just such a sweet, kind, highly intelligent, and well-spoken person that honestly gets a bad reputation just based off of their looks. Like, I feel like a lot of people avoid them because of how they look, and I think that that is such a shame, because in the process I think that they are missing out on a really amazing person. And you honestly, you might feel the same way whenever you first meet this person. You might want to literally like walk on the opposite side of the street if you see them. You might try to avoid them, try to stay away from them, but somehow you're going to end up talking to them. You're going to end up having a conversation with them, and I swear to you, once you start talking to them, you're going to be like, who is this person? You're going to be so flabbergasted, because you're going to be like, wow, I thought this person was someone I should stay away from. This person probably would have never been my type, but now that I'm talking to them, I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to just keep talking to them. And I think that that's so sweet. With the Sun card coming through, that does talk about Leo energy. With the Hermit card, that makes me think of Virgo energy as well. So your person could be a Leo or a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. We've got some Scorpio energy coming through as well, and some Pisces and Cancer energy too. So your person could be one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at our box of physical traits. So this is going to be the last thing that we look at, and this is just going to give us some extra information, some extra confirmation as to what your person is going to look like. So Spirit, I really didn't get to say too much about what Group 3's person is going to look like. Can you give us some extra information, some solid information? Can we get an eye color especially? I really want an eye color here if you can help us out. If not, that's fine, but please give us some telling information. Please give us some information. We want to know what they're going to look like. Their future spouse spirit. Okay. Just so you know, I think someone just started mowing outside my window, probably next door. And if you can hear that, I do apologize. We're almost done here, so just hang in. But we have shorter than you coming through. So for some of you guys, you could be dating, or your future spouse could be a short king, short queen. I do think for the most part, though, for a lot of you guys, they are going to be on the taller side, okay? So for like maybe one or two of you guys, they might be shorter than you, but I do think for the most part, they will be taller, okay? This is for a very general... This is a very general reading, so I'm sorry that the information I'm giving you is not as detailed as it should be. But again, it's because this is a very broad reading. We have intense stare. So we don't have an eye color yet, but we do know that they have an intense stare. So yeah, whenever they look at you, they're just gonna like pull you in, okay? Look at that, I love that. We have non-traditional hair color. So I was thinking that they could have a hair color that maybe isn't even black. Maybe it's like a dark blue or like a dark purple or something like alternative or whatnot. So yeah, your person could have a non-traditional hair color, and I'm very annoyed with myself for not saying that because I was like literally picturing that in my head, but I failed to say it. Ugh, hate when that happens. We have straight hair coming through, so they could have straight hair. Maybe they have curly hair, but they could straighten it a lot, okay? Maybe they get smoothing treatments. And then we have medium body. So with medium body coming through, that makes me think about how maybe they're not... This is interesting because I was saying before how they could either have like a very muscular body or they could be like really, really skinny. But then we have this guy coming through shaking things up, and so they could also be like in the middle as well. Maybe they're not too skinny, but they're also not too bulky. They're just right in the middle, okay? So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you guys today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I definitely enjoyed doing it. If you did like this reading, please make sure to give me a really big like and subscribe for more readings like so. And as always, I would love to see you all next time. I hope you have an incredible day. And yeah, I'll see you later, okay? Bye.